Hey, hey, hey door, tjena, willkommen, yes, 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 skål. We're going all Scandinavian. So, yes, if you follow me on social media, you will have seen some Vikings. If you follow me on this channel, you will see that I have already photographed a Viking. Well, this was a full-blown shoot, right? And I'll run a few pictures while I'm chatting of what we got up to, but the main thing I had in mind, this group of Vikings approached me and said, can you photograph us? And I said, yeah, I can do a film as well if you like, you know, a little trailer for what you do and stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, let's go for it. So the film is what we're here for, because you have seen some of the photos and are seeing some of the photos. So I'll sort of just chat about how the day went, what I had planned for the film, how I made the film, go into a little bit of detail. I'm going to try and keep it pretty sort of short and sharp. Go into a little bit of detail about sort of sound effects and whatever, and then I will run you. It's only a couple of minutes long, but yeah, for personally, how I right this, we'll start at the beginning. So, got asked to do a photo shoot, etc. And I was like, yes, right, video. I want to make a video. He showed me one that they'd done before, that another company had done, and it was them battling and stuff like that, which I didn't want to copy. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to set a scene. I wanted to create some atmosphere, some tension. I didn't want it to be about the fighting. Don't get me wrong, it's not about the love making or any of that business, you know what I mean? But I tried to just do something a little bit different. As I do, I see something, and I go, I like that, but I want to do it different. I want to put my twist on it, you know, the crystography twist. So I don't want to go into too much detail about what I done, because I want to leave that for the end. So, you know, I don't want to give away the story, so to speak, but this is more of a trailer of a day in the life type thing. You know, a guy getting ready, him and his son getting themselves ready, and running into some unexpected problems, shall we say. Sound effects, every single piece of noise in that video is fake, shall we say. None of it is original audio. I recorded with no audio. I recorded in black and white. I literally filmed it in monochrome on my camera. I didn't then make it black and white. I filmed in black and white. And to secure the myth that I've mentioned before, that if you shoot in monochrome but in RAW, your pictures when you upload them to Lightroom are in colour. See, I'd said this before, and someone was like, oh, I never knew you could do that. And I was like, apparently so. I haven't done it, but I have now. And I was up like, because I'd done the video first. I said, right, let's go get the video done. Then I said, we'll upload, we'll start doing some portrait shots and a few action shots and whatever for the photos. And I started taking a few of the first guy for the portrait stuff, and it was still in monochrome. I was like, oh, cock it, I'm still in bloody black and white. But I did hear that you could go, as long as you are shooting in RAW, it still takes all the information and the data from that shot and puts it in colour. And it did. I put them all in Lightroom and there was no black and white photos, and I was like, a winner. So anyway, back to the video. All the sound effects are completely fake. I've got things dropping, bits of wood and stuff that I've took clips off YouTube. I've slowed clips down to match, because obviously it's a bit more of a kind of a B-roll-y, slow-mo-y type film. So I've slowed down the clips so the audio matches the speed of things dropping. The only one I didn't get perfect was the sharpening of the sword, because if I slowed the audio down, it sounded a bit crap. So yeah, even though it would actually sound like that, you know, it would be a slower kind of sound. That's the only one I didn't get perfect. If I hadn't mentioned it, you'd probably never even think about it. But I have, and I'm quite critical of what I do. And I look back afterwards and I hear a train. Yes, come on. Oh, I've got loads of messages. Jesus, hang on a minute. Oh, that's the 2101 to Shrewsbury. It's been a while. If you're new to the channel, not only should you subscribe, you will realise I read out train times from my studio because the train track is behind me. There you go. So anyway, yeah, all the sound effects are fake. I went for moody, I went for this, I went for that, and it's come out, in my mind, brilliantly. I ripped some audio off of YouTube again, screen record, extract audio, overlay it, done. So that's what I've done with all the sound effects. There is birds, there is wind, there is grass blowing, there is water running, of which I've changed the audio and the speed at different times, so when he's near the water it's a bit louder than when he's a bit further away. And I really have tried, just for a couple of minutes clip, I really did try. So I will welcome your feedback. Don't be too critical. I'm not a filmmaker, but I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting into that kind of scenario and I like it. Not much else to say. The dudes were wicked. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their sort of company name. I'll put it up on here. If anyone wants to be a Viking, then I'll put a link in the description to their Facebook. Yeah, and it was a blast. The idea of grown men running around in, well, not in tights. They weren't in tights, thankfully. And they weren't Robin Hood, so that was good. But the grown men running around all this armour and swords. And we got to the car park and they're all getting out, they're all putting their gear on. And I said, do you get in trouble for this? Like, you're carrying swords and spears and bows and arrows and whatever. I was like, can you get done? Because obviously you can't carry a knife in the street. So I'm like, how can you carry a sword? He said, we've told the police. And I was like, okay. He says, yeah, I always let them know when we're having an event and where we might be. And if you get any reports of strange men running around with swords trying to hit each other, that it's just us playing around. And the copper apparently just went, and what period will this be? Like, he wasn't even interested that they had the weapons. He was just interested in what period of time they were reenacting. But yeah, brilliant. They just chatted and they're like, right, 50% speed, 50% power, because we're not wearing our safety gear. Obviously they've got a chainmail, but they would normally wear gloves and stuff like that. And make it look as realistic as possible. And they're just fighting over these bloody fences and stuff, and I'm just going around taking photos. There's bloody arrows flying about. It was pretty scary, to be fair. And then there was a few scenes where you may have seen the pictures on media and whatever, where I'm just like, run through the river, like, run at me. And they did run at me, and just as they're getting close, I'm like, I just had to move the camera just so it didn't get soaked, and I'm standing in a bloody pond getting wet feet and all sorts, but in the stream. But no, it was a blast. Thanks again, Ian, and your little clan. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like what you got. I'm pretty sure you did from the feedback I've seen, and they've all changed their profile pictures to my photos, so that's always a winner. I will stop droning on now, and we will run the video, because yeah, I'm really impressed. Yeah, for the conditions I had, for what I wanted, and for what I wrote down, I storyboarded it and everything. So yeah, check it out. That's all I can say. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you're still here to see the video. And until the next one, skål. Enjoy.